let's pick our favorite or best or coolest, most iconic, whatever you want to say, car of the franchise, of the Fast and Furious franchise. What do you guys feel like is the best car in the Fast and Furious franchise? I'm gonna go to you first, Sabrina, because I feel like you have yours up top.
Okay, so one thing is I don't know anything about cars. I don't even have my license. I've driven 15 minutes total in my entire life. I think a lot of these cars are so sick. There's a ton that I don't know the names of from the second movie, the green one. All of those really stand out, but one just because there's so many memorable scenes with it. The 1970 Dodge Charger that Dom drives
That's
like in the first
Dom's
film. Yeah,
Charger. Yeah,
that one's awesome. I love seeing
classic.
that one on screen. It was beautiful.
Yeah, Dom's Charger is definitely one of a lot of people's favorites because it's definitely the most classic one for sure.
Yeah.
And when he out, it's like this epic moment in the first movie where it's like he presents it. It's like the Dodge Charger, and it's like this old school cool muscle car. And obviously, when it does the wheelie thing at the end of the movie, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous, but it's awesome. Because again, I don't know about you, Brandon, but I don't know if that would actually happen in real life. Since you're the engineer, I go to you for my car facts, but
I'd have to look into it. I have to look into it.
I don't know if it could do that. That'd be wild. RB3, what about you? What's your favorite car of the franchise?
I have a couple. There's one. There's a couple. I love the F-bomb Chevy Camaro that you see in the third one, Tokyo Drift. And there's also, I love the Nissan Skyline from the very first one. Obviously, as Brian's car.
That's too fast.
That's too fast. Yeah, it's too fast. Yeah, that's right. And the one, I mean, but the one that's like my absolute favorite, which is in, it's not in the fourth one. It's only in the fifth one. So we're not going to talk about this movie till next week. But it's the Corvette Grand Sport, the one that they jump off at the very beginning in Fast Five.
Damn, bro.
That to me was the coolest.
That's a nice car, bro.
I know it's a nice car, and they had to. That to me was like the changing point in the franchise. Like then they starting out with the car diving into the ocean. Like they throwing away the cars like that. It's bigger than cars now. It's
Spoiler.
Yeah, it's bigger than
bro.
that.
The first one, the classic one, the one that I feel like made the statement in the first movie was that green Eclipse that Brian had. And they blow it up in like 30 minutes into the movie or 20 minutes into the movie. And I was like, yo, that was my favorite car in the franchise. And they go from that to the Supra, which obviously a lot of people like the Supra, which I think is kind of funny because they went from there to the Toyota, another Japanese brand. And then obviously you'll see like Jesse's car, you see the Honda from the other homie. But I do feel like for me, it's a toss up between the Skyline and the Eclipse, but you mentioned the Skyline already. Also shout out to Roman's Eclipse Spider, the convertible. I think that's just fun. Yeah. And also the Lancer, Brian's Lancer. No one likes the Lancer, but I do. I think it's a cool car. It's the orange one that he drives in Too Fast, Too Furious, I think is a cool one too.
And the one you're talking about with Romans was the purple one, correct? Was that the purple one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was sick.
That's a cool one. And I love the goofy sticker designs on the outside, like early 2000s, like, yo, we out here. But I'd go with the green Eclipse. Brandon, do you have one?
I think I'm gonna have to agree with Sabrina. Dom's car is just super iconic. Like for this franchise, it's one of the first things that comes to mind. You know, you go on the Universal Studios tour, they have like a section of like screen used cars. And there's like a few from Fast and Furious, a few from Too Fast, Too Furious. And I think you see Dom's car there as well. And to me, that's like, especially like in terms of like Universal Studios, to me, that's gotta be getting up there almost as iconic as the DeLorean in Back to the Future is like Dom's car from the Fast and the Furious. So, I mean, how could I not pick that?
I think they have Roman's car too, right? They have the purple Eclipse here, right?
I think so, yeah. I have some pictures on my phone. I'll have to look through them.
Yeah.
I'll post them on Twitter.
I feel like those are classic too, the first ones. I think the first ones are the most classic in my opinion. The Charger, the Eclipse, the Supra, and then the Skyline. Because the Skyline is like, it's dope with the gray and the blue, and it's like
I love the Skyline.
I drive that now. I low-key drive that now. No
I don't
matter
know
what.
about now, but
I drive that now. I drive that now. I'll unabashedly, unashamed drive it.